A new complete Sonic fan game is upon us, with the July 2022 launch of Sonic and the Fallen Star, developed by Stardrop and featuring music by Holly Taylor. Amazingly, this title has only been in development since late 2020, which is a seriously impressive turnaround for a game featuring 9 zones with 2 acts each. It has to be celebrated when a project this visually impressive and content-rich makes it to completion, and it joins a surprisingly limited list of Sonic fan games that have made it to full release. What Sonic and the Fallen Star does best is in its wonderful visual and audio presentation. Stages are full of detailed sprite work that animates beautifully, and there's multiple layers of parallax scrolling and fun little spot effects that really make this game shine. The huge scale of the presentation also extends to the soundtrack, which is an astounding 50 tracks long. When you look at Sonic and the Fallen Star in action, it is certainly a sight to behold, with the character sprites themselves being wonderfully expressive and over the top. Sonic's legs at top speed feature some of the most beautifully daft animation I've seen on a Sonic sprite, and I personally love it. What lets the side down is the lack of variety. Sure, there's a lot of original artwork here, but the colour palette for almost every stage is red, green and blue. Occasionally you get some purple later in the game, but it's honestly not enough to break up the monotony of seeing the same looking stages over and over again for 18 consecutive stages. I kind of respect the game for breaking the norm and not following the same forest stage, water stage, lava stage pattern, but it quickly becomes apparent that simple visual choices like a changing colour palette really help a player stay engaged with the game. If you're seeing the same thing over and over again, then why bother exploring any further? A good platformer should take you on a journey, but Sonic and the Fallen Star takes you to the same looking locales over and over again. It's a real shame. The visual issues also extend to the game's cutscenes, which are obsessed with using this weird bouncy motion tween effect whenever a character changes position or expression. It's so distracting, and it really took my attention off the story they were trying to tell. If you're going to tell a story with no dialogue or text, then it needs to be very clear what each character's motives and actions are through the animation, and it was never clear to me what was happening because each change in expression or movement was accompanied by this distracting motion tween. Stage design is also a bit of a sticking point. It's by no means bad, but it relies far too heavily on speedy rollercoaster sections, and you're rarely tasked with any meaningful platforming, which is a bit of an issue in a platform game. The stage designs largely remind me of the run to the right and then run to the left action of Knuckles Chaotix, but with the speed and control of something like Sonic Advance 2. But like Sonic Advance 2, Sonic and the Fallen Star suffers from the same hold right to win sort of action that people often erroneously tar the entire Sonic franchise with. There's great stretches of in-game action in multiple stages that feature no badniks, and when they do show up, they don't contrast enough with the stage artwork to stand out. I feel like Sonic and the Fallen Star really needed to nail down some effective stage design, encouraging the player to explore and actually jump around to reach new places. Sonic and the Fallen Star often feels like it's playing itself. The stage design problems also extend to the special stages, which are fun in concept but dull in execution. You have to run forward on a perfectly straight track, avoiding obstacles and collecting rings for extra time, and blue spheres for a higher top speed, which is absolutely fine and mimics the gameplay of the Sonic Mania special stages without a circuit to navigate. Except it's still set up like a circuit in that the special stages feature multiple laps, and between each lap is a long stretch of absolutely nothing. It gets incredibly tedious to watch as you get into the later special stages, which feature more laps. The special stages feel so long and arduous that you'll be actively avoiding them. Sonic and the Fallen Star is a game with a lot of ambition and talent behind it, but probably needed a little more outsider input and feedback during its development. While its aesthetics and soundtrack certainly wow, the lack of visual variety makes it feel repetitive and uninteresting to explore. The stage designs are perfectly serviceable if you think Sonic is all about speed, but if you like platform games, then your interactivity with these environments is going to be quite limited, which in turn makes exploring them feel pointless. Sonic and the Fallen Star is not a bad game, and it certainly deserves a play if only because it's a full Sonic fan game, and that's a genuine rarity, but it's not a game you'll want to revisit beyond that initial playthrough.